Another top 5 mods currently in Palworld. These 5 mods completely transcend the experience of the game. I honestly can't play without them anymore. Today guys, I'm actually going to be doing another top 5 mods for you guys, showcase some of the new mods I've been using every playthrough since I found them. Coming in at our number 5 spot, it's going to be the first person mod. As you can see here, this mod actually lets you go into complete first person mode. Experiencing the game through a new point of view is actually a lot more enjoyable than like in a third person view. Being able to see the textures of all the pals in full detail is actually incredible. And it gives almost a kind of arc feel to the game now where you can kind of swap between the first person and third person views. It's also a great tool for creators trying to get screenshots or b-roll footage. Look at how easy it would be to pull a 3D render out of these models. I've been having a lot of fun running around with this on. Honestly, it doesn't run too glitchy. Of course, when you do different actions like rolling, you'll kind of clip through your character if it's a front roll. You kind of go to the side or backwards, you don't really see it. You can also kind of see your weapon if you look down or try to shoot. And the crosshairs actually work pretty well. Our number 4 spot here, we're actually going to have the faster breeding mod. Go ahead and throw 2 pals to breed in there. Now let me get some cakes. Here I have some cakes. I'm gonna go ahead and put 4 of these in here. Go ahead and watch what happens when I put these in. As you can see, they instantly start breeding instead of having to wait that whole timer. Now, of course, I know some people feel like this is cheating. For some reason, I don't know why, since you can actually just in the in-game world settings just change the incubation timer as well. If for some reason you still think this is cheating, you can always just change the amount of time it takes for these to breed. I have it set to 1 second because I am not waiting for 2 pals to get down and dirty. But you can always change it to higher intervals like 5, 10, 30, 60, or up to 5 minutes, I think. Completely up to you. Personally, I feel like this is one of the best mods to have, just to save some time. At our number 3 spot, it's actually going to be the basic minimap. So throughout this entire video, you've probably seen it floating around the screen a couple times. I would recommend, if you have this mod installed, to put it at either the top right or the bottom right, since it doesn't include with most things. As you can see on the top left, I have already another mod installed that I'm going to be discussing later. It would interfere with that one. But the great thing about this mod is that the customizable options on it are actually amazing. So here I have pulled up, I have the mod installed. I'm going to open the JSON file that comes with it. And if you see here, all these options are the options that exist for the minimap itself. I currently have Notepad++ installed, which makes reading this a lot easier. But if you ever wanted to change something, it's very easy to do so. It shows what it does here. So it says mod logic enabled. And in the description, it tells us whether the minimap is enabled or not. Simply, if you wanted to turn this off for some reason, you just change true with false. And vice versa, if you wanted to activate something, you just put true. It also allows you to change the size of it, the visibility, whether it rotates or not, and the position of where it is on your screen. I currently have it on the top right and have auto fade activated, as well as north, south, east, and west activated as well. When you're done changing what you want to change, simply just click save and close out of it. It is honestly such a good, helpful tool. The only thing I would change or advise is to either put it on the bottom right, since there's absolutely nothing that pops up down there. But overall, it's one of the best mods I've found, just because for some reason this game doesn't have a minimap in it. Most of the map options that are customizable, the default map, sometimes don't work. At our number 2 spot, we're going to be having the pal info mod. Oh, I guess that guy's dead. It's going to be the pal info mod. If you look up at my top left, give me a full but subtle description of what abilities and skills that pal has, as well as any possible drops it may have. It gives me a total cot and the number I have currently in my pal box. And the slots where it says none pertain to the skills it has. It's honestly one of the most useful mods I've installed, just because you have a lot of the same. Distinguishing between them is sometimes a little hard, so just being able to see what their skills are helps out a whole bunch. For our honorable mentions today, it's just going to be some more reskins. Our first one I have here is the Kitson reskin. Honestly, I fell in love with this reskin, and I've just been using this mount just because of how cool it looks. The purple flame mane it has compared to its default one, and the golden accents it has on its whiskers and legs, just makes it look so cool and like awesome to ride on. This mount actually isn't like one of my favorites or like the fastest or anything, but I've just been running around on it because of how amazing it looks. And one more reskin for you guys. It's going to be this Quivern reskin. I don't know, it just kind of gave me like Astro vibes. I really liked it. Reminded me of like Dragon Tales, or like those old books that used to like have like the treehouse or whatever, the magic treehouse. It just gave me that vibe. So I've been rocking instead of like the default icy frosty nature it has. And our last mod I have for you guys today is going to be our stuck pal rescuer. So I know for sure you guys have had a pal stuck in your base somewhere that just doesn't move for some reason. With this mod, if it detects it's been standing still too long, it'll actually just give it a fresh respawn to your pal box. This helps a lot with pals that tend to usually get stuck on things like the large containers, which I just threw them up there to show you guys. But I've been running this mod for a couple of days, and I found that when my pals do get stuck, they don't stay there for very long. I think once it detects there's no work in the automatic vicinity, it'll reset them to the PAL box. That's what I've been thinking, because when they're on automatic work mode, I feel like it tends to pick up a little better than if they were assigned to something. Hey guys, that's all I'm gonna have for you guys today. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, share this with a friend, and I hope you guys have a good one, guys.